Today, I want to share exactly how I plan my year so I can save more, stress less, and to create safe and secure future for my family we want to live in together, to enjoy each other. And when we look back, we can say, yes, it was worth it, and we are glad we chose this route and made this decision. I'm glad you're joining me today to help you with your choices so you also can be proud of when you look back at your life. This episode goes well with the last one, the episode 147 that I recorded where I reviewed my past year. And today we are looking forward into brand new year. Just imagine opening a new page, fresh start, new beginning in your beautiful life journal. My calendar actually is also my journal because it just goes so well together. I actually use my binder where I have created templates for my month, week, and daily. And in the beginning of a year, I simply type New Year, then dates, or even can leave them blank and fill in dates later for my week and month. And then I print my templates, typically once a month for my new month. And here is my custom calendar and journal in one place. Well, you're totally okay with having separate journals. I just don't like having a dozen of journals for every thought in my head and all over my bookshelf. I love to make everything and anything simple, clear, and organized and easy to find. And I also use my digital calendar for my appointments and recurring events such as my gym dates, my volunteering commitments, etc. One thing I love about my paper calendar because it gives me visual effect of all my events in one shot, such as weekly or monthly, and with this, it gives me time and space to think through, to prepare better. And also, the digital calendar is great for reminders. So, yes, I use both. And, friends, I know life for us moms with high need schedules can be pretty crazy. Bills, kids, errands. Sometimes it feels like our money runs our day instead of us running our money. I remember early on when my new year started very chaotic. And you're right, it was when all of my four kids were like 7 and younger. And at that time, I was in school full time, completing my bachelor's degree, yes, with my four kids, and husband only working. It's interesting because at that time, guess who was ruling my calendar? Yes, of course, my kids' schedules and my school class registration schedule. While nurturing and caring for my young kids, I just felt that I wanted to be nurtured and growing myself because it was and still is my intellectual side of me. I took all the available classes for wise moms and family and for a teen mom class to be a better mom and wife. And at the same time, I felt the importance to work on my budgeting and business management skills. Because, friends, our homes, families also require management skills to run our lives, knowing we have enough in our bank account. And for me and my husband, it was very important because we understood very well that our kids are only for a short time with us and we will be empty nesters sooner or later, right? And meet our silver years. And with Dave, our special needs with us, we started early working on our future together. And that's okay. There is season in life. I knew my goal that busy year with my youngsters was to graduate and be done with writing papers, taking tests, and sitting in a classroom with like 15 years younger than me students who were brutally smart. quick, and much more fun than me. Some of you probably are wondering why in the world I put myself in a such not much easy situation. Friends, it's again my goal. It all comes to initial goal planning. In earning my bachelor's degree in the United States, it was my dream since I was a teenager. It is my privilege, and I am proud to use my knowledge and sharing it with all of you today. Now, are you ready to kickstart your new year? Come join me inside my Simple Money Method workshop. It's completely free, 1 hour training with instant access after you sign up at dianagalas.com/workshop. It's dianagalas.com/workshop. You will learn your simple money method with hands-on worksheets, exercises, and gentle homework so you can experience a real financial breakthrough and start dreaming free and dreaming big. And there is no obligation, just a mom-to-mom guide. Consider this your free gift of organizing your thoughts, aligning your heart, and finally creating clarity with your money so you can move forward with peace and confidence. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Simple Money Systems podcast. I'm Diana, a mom caring for a special needs son, a creator of the 2-line budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help overwhelmed women break free from debt, unlock their cash flow, and step into the peace, confidence, and clarity God designed for your life. And maybe catch a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how. Let's begin by reviewing the 4 parts of you. Yes, we are looking deep inside. How you live, decide, and manage your money. It's your spiritual, physical, emotional, and intellectual well-being. When these 4 areas are aligned and supported, everything else, including your finances, becomes clearer, calmer, and more intentional. Now, before you plan a single thing for the new year, the very first thing I want you to do is allow yourself to dream. And I mean, really dream. Big, wild, bold dreams, the kind you maybe haven't let yourself think about in years. You know how we tell kids to make a wish, how we talk about magic like it's just for them or like it's a cute joke. I truly believe dreaming isn't just for children. When you believe in your wish, you give it a space and attention. It has a way of coming to life. That's why I want you to schedule a dream date, your dream date. Maybe it's a date night with your spouse, maybe it's a quiet getaway, or maybe it's just you, a cup of coffee, your notebook, and no interruptions. Just like when you were a child, unleash your imagination, write your dreams down, every single one of them. This part is important. Write them down on a paper. And then take time to sort through them and ask yourself what truly matters to you in this season of life. Choose one dream, just one dream that feels achievable in the next 5 years. and then two or maybe three that could truly make this year meaningful for you. Your long-term and short-term goals. Your 5-year goal is a long-term and 1 year old is your short-term goal. Now, we're getting serious here. These dreams become goals. Now it's time to grab your paper planner. Yes, I always recommend a paper planner and create your dream board inside it. This is your goal board now, and it becomes the very first page of your paper planner. Every time you open your calendar, you're reminding yourself what you're actually after. And then break your long term goal into 5 yearly goals, and from there into quarterly and monthly steps. Do the same with your 1 year goal. Break it down by quarters and months. And this is where the magic really happens. This is where dreams come alive. When you can see clearly what each month requires, you can intentionally allocate money toward those dreams month by month using the two-line budget system. Friends, I cannot emphasize enough how powerful it's to begin every year with a dreaming session. Try it. Give yourself the gift of dreaming and enjoy it. Have fun. Let your emotions out. Unleash your creativity and let yourself get ignited. And I love the start of a new year because of this true, beautiful magic. And yes, I cover your dreaming and planning session inside the debt-free budgeting course. Believe me, it's worth the effort to check on it at my website, dianagalas.com/course. Now, are you ready for your 4 I.M.? If you heard about my 4 I.M. method, this is where it comes to living a fulfilling life in all areas. Because money or getting rich, even being debt free, all are meaningless when you live on stress and adrenaline, when no one notices what you do unless you don't do it, and when you feel alone when you aren't, and when you're always pacing for the next crisis. And I cover this in a debt free budgeting program because it's the core of how we earn, how we spend, how we save, and how we invest our money. It's your spiritual, emotional, physical, and intellectual being of who you are, all of us. And now is a great time to look a little deeper. These four areas are our musts. These are our fundamental needs that should be top of your priorities. Because, dear Lila, my dear listener, my busy, high need life mom who is listening me right now, if you can't hold it together, the whole house crumbles. Now let's talk about your number one, your spiritual component. Because in a high needs, high demands life, this one often gets pushed to the bottom of the list. Friend, your spiritual health is your inner sense of purpose, meaning, and connection. It's tied to your faith, your personal relationship with God, your values, and that deep knowing that your life is part of something bigger than just getting through the day. And this part of you is healthy when you give yourself permission to slow down, when you feel safe, grounded, and at peace. It's those moments when your thoughts settle, when you intentionally choose calm over chaos, even if the chaos is still happening around you. And when this area is off balance, you might feel lost, disconnected, or unsure of why you're doing all of this in the first place. Life can start to feel heavy, empty, or directionless. And friend, I want to genuinely remind you of this. Your life has a calling. Every single one of us. No matter how ordinary or overwhelming our days look, you are created with a specific purpose, something bigger than you. And when your inner world is at peace, that's often the sign that you're ready to step into that mission. This is what grounds you, fulfills you, and helps you feel balanced. Not because life is easy, but because you know who you are and why you're here. Now to the second, your emotional component. Let's talk about the emotional part of you because this one is a powerful and often also the most ignored, especially for women, and especially for moms who used to being the strong one. Your emotional well being is your ability to understand what you feel, to protect it, and to express it, whether that's joy, sadness, anger, love, disappointment, or stress. It's allowing yourself to feel without judging yourself for it. It's giving your emotions permission to exist instead of pushing them aside because there is always something or someone else that needs you. Friend, when you allow yourself to be emotionally honest, you also open the door to vulnerability, and vulnerability invites support. You were never meant to carry everything alone, even though you've become very good at doing just that. And when this emotional part of you is healthy and supported, you feel lighter. You can name what you're feeling. You can ask for help without guilt. You can cry without apologizing. You can feel joy without waiting for the other shoe to drop. But when this area is out of balance, and so many of us live here without even realizing it, everything starts to feel heavier. And you may feel overwhelmed by the smallest things, anxious even when nothing seems wrong, easily irritated, or completely numb. Sometimes emotions feel like they're spilling over, and other times you bottle them up so tightly that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. And you keep moving, keep showing up, keep pushing through. But inside, friend, you're exhausted. Let me tell you something important. Your emotions don't disappear just because you ignore them. They show up in other ways, in your body, in your relationships, and yes, in your money decisions, like emotional spending, avoidance, fear, guilt, and shame often comes from unprocessed feelings. That's why emotional health matters so much when we talk about building a life and finances that feel peaceful instead of chaotic. This is your permission to pause and check in with yourself, to ask, what am I really feeling right now? To stop pretending you're fine when you're not, to welcome support from God, from your spouse, from a trusted friend, or even from this very community. You're allowed to feel deeply and still move forward. I want to remind you, friend, you're allowed to need help and still be strong. When you care for the emotional part of you, you create space for clarity, healing, and confidence. And that changes everything. Now, let's talk about the physical part of you because your body carries everything, your energy, your stress, your emotions. All of it lives here. Physical well being is about how you care for your body through rest, movement, nourishment, and boundaries. This is often the first thing we sacrifice when life gets busy. When your physical health is supported, you feel stronger and clearer. You have more patience, more focus, and more resilience. You're better equipped to make decisions, to stay consistent, and to follow through, including with your finances. Your body gives you the energy you need to build the life you're dreaming about, all right? But when this area is out of balance, your body speaks up. You may feel constantly tired, run down, overwhelmed, or foggy. You push through exhaustion, skip meals, ignore rest, and tell yourself you'll take care of your body later. And yet, living in survival mode makes everything harder. Budgeting, planning, and even dreaming feel like too much. Here's the truth I want you to tell. Caring for your body is not selfish. It's stewardship. It's honoring the vessel that carries your purpose. Simple shifts, more sleep, gentle movement, better hydration, fewer skipped meals create powerful results. When you care for your physical body, you show up more present, more patient, and more confident. And also, your finances improve too, because clarity grows when energy is restored. When your body feels supported, your mind follows. This is your reminder that sustainable success in life and money begins with taking care of the physical part of you. And finally, let's talk about the intellectual part of you because this is where confidence is built. Your intellectual well being is your ability to learn, understand, and grow, especially in areas that once felt intimidating, like money. And it's your willingness to gain knowledge instead of avoiding it, and to ask questions instead of staying stuck. When this part of you is strong, you feel empowered. You understand why you're making certain decisions. You feel curious instead of afraid. You stop saying, I'm just bad with money, and start saying, I'm learning. Because, friends, knowledge brings clarity, and clarity brings peace. But when the intellectual part of you is out of balance, you may feel confused, stuck, or overwhelmed. You avoid numbers, paperwork, or planning because it feels too hard or brings up shame. You may rely on guesswork instead of strategy, and that keeps you trapped in the same cycles. But I want you to tell a good news. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be willing to learn one step at a time. Growth happens when you give yourself permission to start where you are. When you invest in learning through simple systems, guidance, and support, your confidence grows. And this is why education matters in your money journey. When you strengthen the intellectual part of you, fear loses its grip. You make informed decisions. You take intentional action. And suddenly, what once felt overwhelming becomes manageable. Because knowledge truly is your power. And when in your hands, it becomes freedom. Now, before we wrap up, I want you to take a closer look at each of your four I ams during your dream session, your spiritual, emotional, physical, and intellectual parts. Reflect on the past year, your wins, your challenges, and the lessons you've learned. As you do this, ask yourself, is there something in this area that really needs my attention? If there is, don't try to go it alone. I want to invite you to our private Facebook community called simple money systems where we support each other, pray for each other, and are here whenever you need a hand or a shoulder to lean on. Just type Simple Money Systems in the Facebook search bar and send a request to join us. I'm so happy to see you there. And as you reflect, friend, pick one or two things in each area that you want to improve or work on this year. Then schedule dates for any events, projects, or intentional time you need to get your 4 IMs in alignment. This is how you actually take care of yourself and stay consistent, turning your dreams into actionable steps. This is such a great time to dream, friend. And in a debt-free budgeting program, you'll learn how to dream big, set clear goals, and then align those goals with your money, where money stops being stressful and starts becoming a tool to bring your dreams and family values to life. And here I want you to give you a practical tip, mom to mom. Use a paper planner to visualize everything. Because seeing your progress months and years down the road keeps you motivated and consistent. And remember this key line: your goals aren't just words, they're a map for your money and your life. And before we officially wrap up, let's quickly recap the 4 areas we talked about today: your spiritual, emotional, physical, and intellectual well being. These 4 parts of you work together. When one is off balance, everything feels harder, including your finances. But when you intentionally care for all 4, you create clarity, you invite confidence and peace that flows into every area of your life. And friend, hear me on this. You don't wait for your dreams or your finances to magically improve. You plan them. You plan them into your calendar, your money, and into your daily routines. And when you take these steps consistently, you save more, you stress less, and you're actively securing your family's future. So, here's what I want you to do right now. Number 1, schedule your dream session and follow through. Protect the time, enjoy it, and have fun. Number 2, share how it went inside the Simple Money Systems Facebook group. This is your space to celebrate, ask for support, and stay accountable. Number 3, leave a review if this episode encouraged you or helped bring clarity. Your review helps this message reach more women who need simple, hope-filled money guidance just like you. And friend, I'm so glad you're here. Keep showing up, keep dreaming, keep aligning your life, your money, and your routines with your heart. And I can't wait to see all the magic you create this year. I'm glad you joined me today. And if this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass this lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Simple Money Systems podcast so each week you receive the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think. Truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. This is where your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. One week, one step, and one win at a time.